There's an interesting piece of research that was done at Harvard University. And what they showed was that in a time frame where 10,000 brain cells fired, that is, there were 10,000 measurable units of electricity firing in the brain, the maximum amount of information that went into your reality was 9 bits. The actual lab stats were 7 plus or minus 2, maximum of 9. Now, when you're looking at 9 bits out of 10,000, what you're looking at is purely evidence. You are not, I would offer, looking at facts. You're looking at evidence, and your mind is only allowed to show you the evidence that you give it permission to show you. In this same time frame where 10,000 brain cells fired, 9 bits showed up, the max amount of information the amount of information that was estimated to be in the world at that time was approximately 20 trillion bits. So we get to see 9 bits out of a 20 trillion bit world, and we think what's going on out there is something that we're totally in touch with, and we know exactly what's going on out there. When the truth is, what we're in touch with is what's going on in here. Because every reality that shows up in your mind always tells you more about the content of your mind than the world you think you're looking at. But you can play the game of I don't want to see. And you won't see that what you're experiencing is about you. Your mind will show you that it's about someone else. And that's because of the evidential nature of the mind. And the fact that the only evidence you ever get to see in your mind is evidence of your own BS. Of course, that's belief system. Does someone have a different reality for those initials? If you would, I'll invite you to notice that's your reality, it's not mine. I actually have people who'll be insulted when I put those initials BS on the board. If you could imagine yourself being insulted by those letters on the board, notice the nature of the insult. You would be insulted by the reality your mind carries, or that is triggered by those initials, not the one that's in my mind. If you live in a world where you can be easily insulted, guess what? You have a problem. You carry realities of insult. But of course, when someone comes along and triggers those realities, you pretend that if everybody else is the one who's doing the insult. But the insult comes from the internal dynamic that you hold within you. What our work is about today is addressing those internal dynamics and bringing about a shift, bringing about a change in them, and starting to get in touch with the world of truth. Because when most people live in this world of denial, suppression, and projection, they live in a world, in order to do that, they live in a world of blockage of truth. They love their own opinions. They love what shows up in their minds, and they block the truth with their denial. In order to solve that dilemma, we in our culture today are desperately in need of love of truth. Because love of truth will start to unwind the lies that our minds have told us. Because most people live out of this database that comes from the body.